Hey, storytelling Ryan. Okay, I just did a video on no child graves, and after I uploaded it, Not the Bee came out with an article on it. So I want to do no child graves 2, part 2. Hoax confirmed. Excavation of Canada's Native American child mass graves reveals 0 bodies. Remember all the churches that burned? So here it is. 83 churches have been burned or vandalized because of they have to slander us. They have to bear false witness. These pagans, the natives, the Indians, the indigenous, but obviously the woke white left or whatever. They have to go after the church. They have to. They have to. They have to. And they have to because God is making them. They have to go after the church, under Satan or whatever. They have to. They have no reason. They just have to. The reason is because they have to. God's making them. Why would you have to go after churches? I mean, they don't do anything to you. But Christians we're not Muslims. We don't force you to believe in our faith. We can't force you. Even under Christian nationalism, if we were a Christian nationalist state or whatever, we still couldn't force you to be Christian. But under Islam, definitely force you to be Muslim. And if you don't, you're a slave or a second class or do the Jizya tax, the Jaiza tax, I don't know what it is. They'll go jihadi on you. Under communism, Marxism, you have no choice, which is atheism. Under paganism, you have no choice. But under Christian nationalism, you have a choice. But they have to go after us because we are of Jesus Christ, and it's us against the world, I guess. So they are burning churches, vandalizing, and the churches have become weak. There's a few strong ones, but you gotta be strong churches. You gotta be members. That is what we have to do. We have to unite our churches. We have to, I'm sure he's a pagan or this chieftain he's like saying, okay, there's no mass burial graves with the church, the parish schools, the Catholic schools didn't, like I said in the previous video, why would they bring children to a school to kill them all? If you're going to kill them all, might as well just kill them at the tribe. So there's that, and also the other claim they're making is that the Indian children were ripped out from their parents' arms. There's no case of that. They have proof of the parents signing permission to go to these parochial schools or these schools, parish Christian schools or whatever. Also, in 1920, there was compulsory for all children. See, they do like this half-truth thing where they were forced to go to school. But they don't mention that white children or all children were forced to go to school, had to go to some school, something to get educated. But they have to go to the Christian church schools. Well, where else are they going to go? I mean, I don't know if the nations there, the First Nations or whatever, they call themselves the First Nations, the Indians there, were they making schools? Now, granted, the government obviously was giving out school certificates, so there could be an issue there. But isn't that the case? Isn't that what white liberals want? They want Democrat-controlled, liberal-controlled, communist-controlled schools, public schools. And that's pretty much what this was. I mean, it was government-controlled. The churches stepped in, because they're all just volunteers and doing their thing to quickly set up schools and get them running. So the chief fears that because there was no results to prove any sort of oppression by the Christians, that he's afraid that now everyone's gonna not believe him anymore that it happened, even though there's no proof it happened and there's certificates to prove the other things wrong as well. I mean, I even saw pictures in one I looked at where they were playing football. The Indians had football. I mean, to get uniforms to play football was such a luxury. How could they have those too? And they were wearing suits and these pictures, and they look fine to me. My goodness. Also, it takes away the narrative that priests and nuns at schools mass murdered a bunch of native children, buried their corpses in unmarked graves. And so the chief is a little upset that people are going to be in denial of that when it didn't ever happen anyway. But they're getting what they want. They're getting all these churches burned, attacked. Christians are being treated as second-class citizens. That's exactly what they want. And not even second-class citizens, right? They're being treated as white supremacist racists so that we can be persecuted legally. We can be persecuted, justified in their minds. They got to justify with their deception to persecute us. And they're going to make up anything they can to persecute Christians. And it's coming, or it's already coming. They're already burning the churches. So support the solution. Is the solution to fight them? No. Go after them? Well, the message, like I'm doing now, is one solution. The other is to support your local church. And like I said, make sure they're teaching how to read the Bible. Which translation? Well, let's spend half a grueling afternoon and you'll learn about the better translations. Half an afternoon of grueling research. Bible Hub is a really good place to go. So if you want to know which translations, do spend half an afternoon figure out which one to read. Oh my gosh, the torture of it. So yeah, this is I'm just kind of moving around. It's Not to Be is the great. I really suggest you guys go to Not to Be because they're very Christian, but they at least help you, lighten it up a little as best they can whilst giving you the hardcore truths. All right, just wanted to do another video after I walked my dog and saw they posted it as well in the same day. Saw it too on New York Post or whatever. Okay, remember in the game of life, roll holy dice and go find a church and support it. That's the solution. Christian nationalism.